Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. So as of 3 days ago, I have begun my bulk. So for the last 3 months, if you haven't been keeping up to date with what I've been doing, I've gone from early August to now early November on a 3-month cut. And I went from 200 pounds to 176 pounds, which is a 24 pound difference, and for my English friends out there, that is an 11 kg drop. So the purpose of this cut was not to get stage lean or to do a bodybuilding competition, but it was actually just to get lean enough so that my body's in a prime position and has a long runway to do a very clean, perfectly executed lean bulk. Now, despite having had periods in my life where I've done cuts and bulks, I've never done it anywhere near as seriously as my bulk last year. So I did my first proper bulk last year, and then this recent 3-month cut was my first proper cut. What I mean by this is I've always just been pretty naturally lean, and so obviously I might eat a little bit more at certain periods when I was doing rugby to try and get a little bigger, or in the summer I might have just cut down a little bit by just eating a little bit less. But I mean a proper bulk last year and a proper cut this year with regards to the training, diet and cardio, which actually I only implemented in this cut, didn't do any cardio last year. And this recent cut that I just did has been the most regimented with regards to the variables, and as it's like the more I'm doing this, the more attention I have to detail, the more accurate and precise I'm getting with everything. So in this last one, I definitely have a lot of knowledge that I've acquired that I could share to help anyone looking to do a similar thing. Okay, so with that being said, here are 3 tips to help you, starting with tip number 1, that cardio is actually very good and can be a very useful tool when used properly. So when I first started the gym, I demonized cardio. I thought no cardio for me because I already actually had a pretty good cardio foundation from doing cross country, track, and it's always actually just been a strong point of mine. So I thought I don't need to use cardio as a tool for any health benefits because I already have good cardio. From not doing cardio for 2 years since I started bodybuilding, obviously my cardio is not as good as it used to be. So in me now reintroducing cardio, that means I'm fitter during my workouts, and me being fitter means I can rest for less time, and also I can recover from using more intensifying techniques. Now what these 2 things are going to allow me to do, or did allow me to do, is make my sessions more intense. And what does intensity do? Intensity allows me to keep more muscle, because intensity equals muscle growth, or in a cutting phase, muscle retention. So when actually I thought because it was a strength I didn't need to do it, me not doing it for so long and then neglecting my strength was stupid, because what I should be doing is playing to my strengths. So me using cardio is playing to my strengths. Now this is obvious, but in doing cardio I can eat more food. Now when I can eat more food on a cut, I'm going to be more satiated, and that's happy days. And on the top of also being satiated, another thing that I found was doing faster cardio definitely helped, because when you do faster cardio, it means you have a shorter window of time to get all your meals in. And not only that, but your food is going then towards your workout in the day as opposed to going towards cardio. But that's on the side. But the shorter window allowed me to stay more satiated, so I wasn't as hungry throughout the day, which is key when cutting. Because if you're too hungry and you can't stick to your plan, you're going to fold and the calorie deficit is going to go out the window. Okay, so tip number 2 is to not panic and freak out too much when you start losing weight very quickly at the start of your cut. Some of you guys might have heard this before, but when you start a cut, your body's going to lose a lot of water weight, so the scale weight is going to drop a lot. I lost 15 pounds in the first 3 weeks, and I was panicking. If you extrapolate this, right, if then I did 6 weeks, I would have lost 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I ended up only losing 24 pounds. Only, that's still quite a lot, but 24 pounds in the whole 3 months, never mind the first 3 weeks. So just know that your body will level out, and when it reaches homeostasis, which is where your body has adapted, then your look will start to change in a better way. You won't just deflate, you're actually going to start looking rounder and fuller as you lose body fat. But I think a common mistake that people can make is as soon as that body weight drops, they're thinking, oh no, I'm losing all my muscle, and they're going to bump their food back up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to end up in a constant state of limbo where you actually end up not getting anywhere, and you're never going to get lean if you don't just stick with it. Just be patient, give it time, and within due time your body will change for the better. Okay, so this brings me now to the last and final tip, tip number 3, which is meal plans are better than if it fits your macros. Now, a meal plan is where you have an exact set of meals, so I had 6, that you eat every single day, and they have the exact calories, proteins, carbs, fats, replicated just every day. So you can eat that every single day, and I would readjust it every week. Now, in the past, before I did this cut, I was doing if it fits your macros. Now, if it fits your macros is where you have a certain target amount of calories, and you have the protein, carb, and fat breakdown, and you can eat whatever under the sun it takes to just fit those criteria, right? Now, where I'm at in my life right now, I'm young, I have these goals and dreams and visions that I want to achieve. Time is super, super important. And also I want to get the best out of what I'm doing, but time is super important. Now, I don't have time to be figuring out the whole day on MyFitnessPal what fits into if it fits my macros. I want to be able to bulk and be as efficient as possible with my time so that I don't have to worry about it. So with meal plans, you can bulk cook your food days in advance. You can bulk cook your chicken, you can bulk cook your beef days in advance. And that has been super helpful for me in saving time so that I can really use my precious time to do what I want. The issue of time, however, is not the only reason why meal plan is better than if it fits your macros. So with the meal plan, if you have an issue with digesting a certain food, you can easily use process of elimination because you only have a certain number of variables. Which one is not working? With if it fits your macros, you have so many different variables and you're eating different foods every day. If you have an issue, you can't pin down quickly what food is causing the problem. When you figure out what foods do work for you, you can make basically this almost perfect formula of a meal plan. And this is key when going into a bulk, because if you have a really good simple formula that works, all you need to do is adjust a little bit more carbs, a little bit more fats, maybe a tiny bit more protein to get the best results in your bulk, which is what I'm trying to do right now on my lean bulk. You're going to put on the most amount of muscle with the least amount of fat because you're controlling the variables the best way you possibly can. That's helped me now towards the end of the bulk when I figured out the formula, and I know it's going to help me on this cut, so I'm very excited for the future. Now, with that being said, I hope some of these tips that I shared are of value to you. If they are, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.